back, and this will be our second 2-hour session in building on our little ship here in episode 1, part whatever, how many ever videos I've gotten up to this point. Yeah, got to figure out how to keep track of that. And where we left off in our last episode, last part, we figured that we kind of screwed up in here, or I figured I kind of screwed up in here to the point that it's not going to be terribly easy to access anything underneath. It kind of sucks. Now we can get under here. It's not that we can't. I would have liked that to have been a little more professional looking, I guess you could say. And I don't really know how to fix that. Except maybe get rid of the catwalks here and here. And it looks like my hinky-doo down there reset for some reason. That's kind of stupid. Whatever. Am I even in my normal suit? I don't think I am. Yes, I am. Alright. Probably not the right color though, but that's okay. So we need our windows here. So let's take our window here. Bring it down to here. Which probably not going to work either. And I need some temporary gravity too, so let's take care of that real quick. That's a gyro, man. Where's the gravita? Gravitas. Where are you? Right there. And let's just bump it down right there so I can actually walk. I don't hit my head, I can come down here, and unfortunately can't get those back there. So that does kind of ruin that a little bit, and I think if we go back into here, heavy armor, delete one of these. I think that's going to ruin our shape outside and put those stupid lines in it. So let's come out here and have a look-see. Yeah, see it right there? That ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. So I think what we're going to have to do is basically kind of chalk it up to learn it better next time. You know, basically I just have to chalk it up to the fact that I'm still not a very good builder, and this will have to stay jetpack accessible only in here. So let's get rid of that because I have an idea for this section over here. Let me fill in some of these holes that I got left over. There, and that's fine. And I need to put my catwalks back in up here. Also, in the previous set of videos, I was using a new mic, the one I'm currently using, and for whatever reason, when recording with Shadowplay, there's a crackle in the voice. How and why, I don't know. The way I'm understanding is just Shadowplay being stupid. So I am currently recording with Audacity as a separate program, and hopefully I will be able to let's put that all the way across. Hopefully I'll be able to line up the audio with relative ease. And look what's turned on. Turn that damn auto rotate off, please. And not have a giant delay. Where did that go? Did it go anywhere? I hope it didn't go anywhere. You get where... Oh, that's ready one. There we go. Hopefully we'll be able to line it up with relative ease and won't be this giant delay in the voice, because I cannot stand that delay in the voice. It's really annoying. So hopefully I'll be able to do that and not have to worry about it. Okay, so what this will do is it will force me to have to come down into here with jetpack to reach these here, which is unfortunate. And we will chalk it up, like I said, to the fact that I'm not a very good builder. But it is what it is for now. And what I plan on doing in here, is actually put down a couple Colt Command seats. Let's see here. Right there. Let's see, let's get Let's get those and one of these, I think. And we're going to place one of these. That. And let's go back into here and grab these corner ones. Because what I want to do is, this is going to be the murder pit. I call it. I think that's what that was. I think that was what it used to be called. The flight positions underneath the big flying fortresses. The gunner down below. Pretty much, yeah, you'd likely die if you got into a crash in that thing because you're trapped in a little hole. And that's not what a murder pit is. I don't know where I got that word from. But basically, these are your gunner positions, is what I'm saying. And yes, this is a very dangerous position for our gunners that are controlling the guns on the outside. But, you know, that's just what's going to happen to the Empire that makes these ships. The soldiers, well, they don't care about them too much. So, yeah. There we go. That's the gunners, who will take command of any one of these guns out here. Again, not a practical design, but you know, even in those old warplanes, you had a few gunners that likely would not come out of the crash, or you know, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty designs, and neither is this. But this is how we're going to run it. This is the gunner station for the outside guns. Alright, so that's that inside there. And we already said that this was going to be airlocked off, so let's go ahead and get us a door ready. Doors, and let's get my favorite conveyor vent right there. And let's get that. That's not a door. That's the door. And there we go. And actually, you know what we're going to do here? I'll show you what we're going to do here. We're going to get rid of that there. We're actually going to put this on that side. And that side. Now we got two ways up. And a means of getting down here, which now, actually, hey, ideas. I wouldn't be able to get to those two back there, though, would I? If I put this down here, I would not be able to reach them. No, it wouldn't. Granted, with this many, I may take those two out. There. Fill it in with a block. There. And might as well put that one there, because why not? That way we can get rid of the catwalks. And that's still. Can we access these still? Yeah, we can access these and weld them up if need be. Now let's replace these gyros we just took out. Let's go and put in another one, because I think we took out some in the previous episodes. I want to make sure this thing handles well enough. So now we should be able to walk up under here. Well, I can't because, yeah. We can put our gravity generator in here too, can't we? Yeah, we can comfortably put our grav gen right here. Because we can get to our... We can walk past that and get to stuff back here if we need to. Now, I should be able to comfortably walk up this. Yep. And up here to the gun pit. Yep. Alrighty. And now we can walk out of here into our main bridge. Wonderful. Now let's get rid of that. Come across here a little ways so we have something to build off of. Are we not mirroring? We are not mirroring. Oh, joy. Okay, I am going to stop here. I'm going to fix this, and I will be right back. Okay, got that fixed, and we're mirroring again. Awesome. So, now I got to work in the bridge, which I don't believe is quite going to work out the way I wanted it to it when I was figuring it out on graph paper. In fact, the bridge... Whoops. The bridge should have started right about here, not way back here. And I don't believe that's going to work out that way. So, that's alright. We're going to change things and fix things on the fly. So what we might do is create a hallway. Since we wanted an airlock proper here to account for any major disasters along the way, we can shut this off and still have the main cabin, the main crew safe. So let's come down here. We're going to do that. 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 Bring that out one. Put in an air vent. Not that. That. Where is the side of it? There it is. Hey, come back here. There. And we don't want to cover that in just yet because the bridge is actually this way. So let's take another vent, turn it around that way, and put us in another door here. Now, generally speaking, we shouldn't need this to be working like an air vent or an airlock, because in the best case scenario, we go home with all of our air still intact. But you never know what happens, considering this is our shield on this side. And it might take quite a bit of damage, so airlock it is. Now, let's see. How big was the bridge? Not terribly big. We have roughly a 5-block wide bridge at its widest point. And that is from here, the actual side of the ship here. So let's put us a marker, a visual marker. Kind of like that. Right? Yeah. We can make this work. We can make this work. So just make it nice and ugly and square for the moment, so we know how much room we have to play with. And the length of it extends out beyond... It's actually even with this first point here. The actual nose of it is right there. So, let's come down here. Extend this out until we're roughly where we need to be, which is right here. Alright, now the way I have it on paper, it actually comes to a point here. I think. Yeah, it comes to something of a point here. So let's get this shape worked out here, I think. And I need to clear out my bar here for a moment. And I know I have another one, but I'm not working with a bunch of blocks at the moment. I just need my typical shapes. Alright. So I know that this and this actually we've got to back this up a little more. Here and here. So I think it's here. I think it's here that we do this. Having a look at my little sheet over here, my little cheat sheet with the kind of floor plan on it. I tend to have a more of an architectural mind when it comes to these things, not so much an engineering mind. So I work with floor plans, not so much a 3-dimensional mindset. Not to say that I'm an architect. I am not. Most certainly not. I took drafting in high school, and it was one of my favorite subjects. And the architectural drafting was right fun and very much enjoyable. And I kind of took to it. And even to this day, I still kind of tinker with, floor plans and whatnot. But anyway, that is there. Oops. Now we need to come back with this shape. How far did I go back with that? 4 blocks total. From here to there. And from there, I put a block here. On the 4th one? No, on the 5th one. So come out one more block here. Hit a 5th one there, and run this all the way back to there. And it is from here that I will put that, and that. And that was a shape that I had from an additional design. And this shape actually came from something being rotated over on its side. Wait, what just happened there? What just happened there? Well, you know what? It's going to work out anyway, isn't it? I thought? Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong here? Okay. Not a major mess up. Just kind of have my shapes turned around. But anyway, much like with the survival ship that I was building in episode 0, this is based off of something that I had initially had designed with a kind of symmetrical idea. And essentially what you'd be looking at from the side here would have been the profile with the bridge on top, as I said in the last episode of this. And basically this is now going to be the top. So we do need to change the shape, much like I did in the other one. So I think what I'll do is I will very, very simply just bring this out here. And we may get rid of the point. I don't know yet. But this isn't the floor. This isn't the actual bridge. The floor of it will actually be right here. So that's where we're walking in and out at. So now I have to work with this shape and get it kind of formed out. And things I have to remember to put in as we're making this is a med bay, cryo bays, and that's really it, because this ship is not going to be long range anything. It just needs basically bed bays and cryo bays, pretty much. I'm repeating myself now. Anyway, short range ship designed to be accompanied by a bigger ship it docks to, which we have to figure out what we're going to do with that, how we're going to make it dock. And I've got an idea. We might work that out somehow down here, but let me go ahead and start working with this shape, and I will see what we have on the other side, and I'll see you there. Okay. So in carrying this shape over so that it kind of flows and melds with it, I ended up having to modify this a little bit, which then carried over to here, which then forced me to modify this. Now it doesn't hurt the outside shape at all, gives it a little more armor against the side of it, and we still sort of have our dead air area in between here, which should help any explosive bits from not making it all the way through. The explosive effect, its AoE, should not harm on the inside of here when it hits here, I don't think. Kind of sure that works that way. But I'm wondering if I should continue that down here. And I'm thinking I should. I'm thinking I really should. Let me go do that and we'll be back. Oopsie. Yeah. Okay. Rule number 2 of space engineers: don't cut it in half. Okay. Now, were we not mirroring again? I'm upside down. I'm upside down. Okay. Let's make sure it's mirrored properly over here before we continue. And looks like it might have. Yes. Awesome. Now that our ship is whole again and not floating off into space in pieces, let us continue. What is that artifact right there? What is this? What happened here? Get out of there. That's weird. Go back where you belong. Now, all these shapes still look halfway decent. I believe so, anyhow. And I could actually come back into here, trying to kind of spot places where I could put a little more thrust. And we could put you... Should I do it up here? If I do it here, I can push it further back. Like that. Or put that there like that. And there's a little more reverse thrust if we need it. And I started to feel like we kind of needed it because all we had was that little bit up front here. And I hope that's enough. That should be enough blocks away. That's more than enough blocks away. We're good. Now, we're working on this one. Keep over here, man. Work out one side at a time. So now we're working on this side over here, and we finished this shape here, and I need to flow this back out to the front. So let's go ahead and cut this out there, there, and here. And there lies a problem that comes with space engineers and shapes. They don't have enough of them. So we're just going to do that for now because why the hell not? Shapes are what they are in space engineers. We have to deal with them. Now, let's come inside here with some light armor blocks, try to cut down on some of that. Even though at this point I don't really think it matters much. And I think I'll put some catwalks down here just to get rid of the conveyor blocks there. Hey! You place there, I told you to place there. And there we go. airlock here, into there. And we're going to need another one actually out of the ship, aren't we? Here we are. And I guess that's just going to work right here on the way out. So, let us see. Let's go ahead and cut that out there, that out there. Let's grab our door back, wherever it went to. Right there. Not that one. That one. Cut a hole out there. That there. You know what? Let's do that. This might make things a little complicated when setting up the airlocks proper, but I think this might be interesting.